The fastest way to achieve your goals is to act on your goals faster. I know that sounds oversimplistic, but hear me out. I've been noticing a common theme in my conversations lately, which is people take a really long time to do the thing they know they must do. They have a realization, an awakening, a hit of inspiration, but there tends to be a really big gap between that realization and the integration and the implementation. People take days, weeks, months, years, decades even, to do the thing they know they must do. And as a result, life is unfulfilling. As a result, they're walking around just knowing something is off. So what I want to do within today's short video is share with you a real tactical, real life, step-by-step solution to eliminate procrastination, to eliminate the gap between inspiration, realization, awakening, and integration. So you can super accelerate your progress and so that you can begin to live a much more fulfilling, exciting, successful life. So if that's something you are interested in, make sure you watch this video all the way through. Now, before we get too deep into the content, I want you to pause and go to the comment section down below and comment the word, "I am an action taker," to prove to yourself that you are in fact going to eliminate procrastination and you are going to take immediate action on the things you know you must do. Because guess what? You can. You have the ability to take bold, courageous action. You are so capable and so able to do amazing things in this life. So pause before we go any further and comment down below, "I am an action taker." Now, a huge problem that I see so prevalent in our lives today, as I alluded to at the very beginning, is that big gap, the procrastination gap. They know what they must do, but there goes a long time before any integration, implementation, and action is taken. And I believe one of the reasons why there's so much procrastination and why there's so much hesitation to take the leap and to take the risk of doing what we know we must do and answering the call from our highest inspiration is because people think they can fail. They think they can make a mistake. And this is going to get a bit vague, so bear with me here. You cannot fail. You can't make a mistake. In fact, the only way you could possibly fail is if you totally give up. But if you keep showing up for yourself, you will never fail. Ever, 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 ever. And you will never make a mistake. And something that I heard many years ago that shook me to the core was successful people, they don't always make the right decisions, but they always make their decisions right. And they do this by taking bold, immediate action and by adjusting their action, adjusting their ways of being and their decisions based off of new information. So rather than just sitting and waiting for the right time to magically appear before they take one step forward, they take the step forward the moment they know they need to do something. And once new information comes that is contradicting to what they thought was true, well, they just pivot. They change their mind. So they're always in this state of making whatever decision the right decision, rather than being all rational and logical about I need to make sure all of my ducks are in order. The way this really played out for me and negatively impacted my life for years and years is I knew at my core that my calling was to run a coaching business online, to give me the time freedom, the financial freedom that I just knew I was destined to have. But because I was afraid to put my money where my mouth was or bite the bullet, so to speak, was just twirling my thumbs for years, tolerating less than what I knew I was capable of. Working for somebody else, taking on in-person clients who I really didn't want to work with because I just didn't know there was another way. And once I realized that, you know what? I can take the leap, and if I have faith, I won't fail. If I never give up, I won't fail. And so I left the job and I took the leap of just going all in on my online coaching business. And I was willing to do whatever it takes to make it succeed, to grow. And yeah, there were low periods, but like I still never gave up. And eventually things started to really take off. And they took off because I had that inspiration. Yes, time passed, like 2 years in fact passed, but eventually I took that action and then my life became so much better. And now, after experiencing that, I have more faith in that inspiration. So I never doubt it, I never question it. The moment I get that hit of inspiration of like, yo, Drew, you need to have this conversation with this person, or you need to do this thing in your business, I immediately do it. I no longer wait for the right time. I no longer wait to have the right resources. I just make it happen. And that's what I want to encourage you to do in today's video. Once you realize something, take immediate, bold, courageous action. Take the step before the step is visible. Jump off the cliff and then your wings will appear. We've all heard it before, but how many of us are actually integrating that knowing into our life? So I challenge you to do the thing you know you must do, regardless of how scared you are. Now, some real practical, actionable steps you can take to narrow that gap between inspiration and integration so you can speed up on your journey of creating, manifesting, and achieving your goals is simply ask yourself and just journal to this question. What are you putting off right now? And just see what comes up. Set a timer for 5 minutes and just nonstop. What are you putting off right now? Just write down all the things that come up for you without any judgment. After you've journaled to that question, ask yourself, what are you afraid of will happen if you do the things that you are putting off? And just see what comes up, okay? Again, without any judgment or criticism at all. And then, step 3, ask yourself, what do you want to create or achieve with your life? And just journal to that, see what comes up. Allow yourself to be excited as you express. Allow yourself to be playful and limitless as you journal to the question, what do you want to create and achieve with your life? From there, ask yourself, what steps do you need to take in order to achieve the things that you want? And just write down all of the steps. Oh, well, I need to start a business. I need to have this conversation. I need to be really good at writing. I need to get really good at speaking. I need to get really good at coaching or whatever it is. And just write down all the steps. And the final thing, hear me out, this is the most important, circle one of those steps and decide to integrate that step today. Take one step in the right direction towards your goals today and do the same fucking thing tomorrow and the same thing the next day. Every single day you take a small little step. That's all you have to do. And whatever you circle on that list, you do that thing before you go to bed tonight. You do not fall asleep before you do that small little step that's going to help you move the needle in the right direction. And if you can muster up the courage to do that, your life will never be the same. If you do that consistently, you will look back in 6 months, in a year's time, and you will not recognize your life. And your life is going to be so magical. It's going to be so exciting, so full of everything that you know you are destined to create in your life. So that's it for today's video. This is how you eliminate procrastination. This is how you move faster towards your goals. If you enjoyed it, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Follow us, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Last thing that I will say here is if you really want to accelerate your online coaching business so that you make 6 figures over the next 12 months, well, good news is we have a few spots open in our Spiritual Gyms Impact Academy, where together you and I, we grab each other's hands and we take every step together to help you create a business that is consistently bringing in $10,000 plus every single month as an online coach in the health and personal development industry. So if that is something you are really interested in creating for yourself, just go to the description down below and apply to be a part of the Spiritual Gym's Impact Academy. If you're a good fit, we'll hop on a call and we'll talk about all the details to see if it's something that aligns with where you want to go. So thank you so much for your time. My name is Judy Orsi, and I will talk to you later.